Okay, so this book is super interesting. I don't really know a practical application of this book, but it's very insightful. And this book, if you couldn't read, is Synchronicity by Carl Jung and or Jung. I don't exactly know how to say it. My bad. Make fun of me in the comments if that's really what you want to do. But anyway, what I like about this book is it's Carl Jung basically admitting that nobody knows what synchronicities are. Nobody really has an idea of what sensory perception or, intuition or like psychics really are, but he doesn't outright dispel it, which is what I love, because nowadays I feel like it's just like, oh, there's no science behind it. You can't prove it, but like there's something to be said about your gut feeling. Like there's something deep inside you that knows it's correct, and you're just ignoring it, and then it turns out to be true, and you're like, you know what, I should have just listened. Like there's something about intuition. There's something about the subconscious and the superconscious that is giving you a sign, that is giving you a warning that something is off, and it's inexplicable. You can't explain it, but you just know in your heart that it's right. And Carl Jung really accepts this fact, and it's crazy to see that like one of the greatest minds throughout history can't come up with an explanation. He's like, yeah, it's just your subconscious giving you a warning. It's just your subconscious giving you a sign. If you continue to see the same symbol, the same number, it's your subconscious warning you of the future, and you can't actually understand it until it has already passed, but it's really just a warning that something is about to happen. And one of the coolest things that I've basically I don't remember if it's in this book. I don't remember if I read it somewhere else, but when you have a gut feeling about something, that might not necessarily mean it's happening right now. Like let's say you're seeing a girl and you're like, you know what, she's probably seeing someone else on the side. Like that gut feeling, that might not be right at this current moment, but it might be a premonition of the future. It might be something that's going to happen in the future. And it's crazy when you understand the power of intuition. It's crazy when you understand that like you can literally predict the future with just your gut feeling. And it's a really interesting book, and I really think you should pick it up if you've liked any of the other books I've suggested by Jung. And it's just interesting to see like a different perspective on things, because nowadays I feel like if it's not backed by some study, if it's not backed by some big pharma or big doctor, conglomerate that's telling us we need to discover this, we need to come up with a consensus on this. Like it's interesting to see new perspectives. It's interesting to see new ideas. It's interesting to see how great minds tackle issues that we've been thinking about for thousands of years, because synchronicities, premonitions, intuition, like these are concepts that have existed forever since humans have been alive and will continue to exist. And it's just interesting to see different perspectives. So I really urge you to pick up this book. I think it's a interesting read. I think it's 115 pages. Might as well pick it up. This is probably one of my favorite books that I've read from Jung, just because it's so interesting. It doesn't really have any practical applications, but just knowing about the subconscious and it's sending you messages is an interesting thing to really delve deep into. And if you enjoyed this, if you think this is something that you're going to want to pick up, the link to this book will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.